most of you, you know the good, but when you reflect, you have to go back. I have to go back to those abandoned buildings. It's a lot of trauma in that. That's not something that you talk about when you're motivating, because my job is to help you not to stay in your trauma, but to get to that next level. But I remember being in that abandoned building. I remember walking the streets of Detroit. And the winters are real. I remember going into restaurants and faking it like I was going to order just so I could stay warm. I remember feeling like frostbitten. I would go in, like, let me get the number, whatever, and I would pat my, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd go in, look, do the whole, where's my wallet, boy? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, just give me a minute. I promise you, I got you. Let me go to the table, and I would go put my head down and go to sleep. So I remember, though, saying to myself one day, like, yo, it can't end like this. I think what happened when I was homeless, it was a beautiful awakening. It's like when you're living in your parents' home, they are the enemy. Everything you don't do right is because of them. And then when you're on your own and you have the same, you start making mistakes that you made when you were at home. It's like you can't put it on mama now. Mama not with you no more. You can't put it on daddy and say, my father was too hard. I had a curfew. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't let me party past 12. Like, I had all these excuses why I wasn't successful because of my parents. But then I was homeless and still messing up in school. You know what I'm saying? I was homeless and still getting pulled over by police. You know what I'm saying? For my boys selling dope. Like, I was still getting shot at. Like, it was some crazy stuff happening in my life. And I was like, yo, Eric, you finally have what you always wanted, control over your life, and you're getting the same results. So there's only one common denominator. The teacher doesn't know the cop that arrested you. The cop don't know your mama. You know what I'm saying? The cop don't know the principal. But one of these kids, everybody knows. The cop knows you. The teachers know you. The counselor know you. Your mama know you. The police know you. You are the most common denominator in all of this mess. So because there's one person that's in all of this, that one person is the problem. And I began to say to myself, like, yo, if you really want to change, you have to take personal responsibility. I think the company is where it is, and people follow me because they don't hear a bunch of excuses. They hear, yo, you coming at me hard, but it's the truth. Like, I know what I'm doing wrong, and I just need to make the adjustment. So I would say personal accountability and personal responsibility is what took me from being homeless and a high school dropout to the #1 motivational speaker in the world. You run from challenges, and what you don't realize, you've heard me say this before, a diamond isn't a diamond because it don't go through nothing. You feel me? Like, the diamond is a diamond because of the process, right? And we know the first is the pressure that it has to go through. And I'm telling y'all, if there's one thing I want y'all to tell the millennials, they got the relationship that they have with pressure is weird. I promise you, it's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. With millennials, they trying to run from problems. Like, for real, like they about to act like they about to commit suicide because of pressure, right? And they'll come to me, these millennials will come to me like, yo, I'm going through it. I'm like, you not, like, I got a lot on my plate. You ain't picking cotton. You ain't got those kind of problems. I'm just being real. Like, this ain't civil rights. You don't have dogs coming at you. I'm just being real. No dogs are coming at you. You don't have water hoses. You don't have people with clubs beating you upside your head. You ain't got no real problems. For me, I understand that when I look at my ancestors, like, challenges and pressure is why we say Martin Luther King. Because he went through them. It's why we say Malcolm X. Because we say Rosa Parks or Harriet Tubman. Why? Because of the challenges that they went through and they got through. So listen to me. The first part of a diamond is pressure. The pressure is what destroys all the dross, like all the unnecessary stuff about you. Pressure is going to get that stuff out the way and bring greatness out of you. Greatness don't come out of you when you're making 6 figures. So listen to me. So then there is the heat that it has to go through. And then look, a diamond is a diamond because they cut it. And so we hate constructive criticism, but that's a part of the process. So listen to me. In business, And y'all got to hear this for real. I've had no struggles in business. Why? The stuff I'm dealing with in business doesn't compare to homeless. I was homeless. I remember having people tell me the PhD is going to break you. No, it's going to break you because you ain't been through nothing. Because you spoiled. It's going to break you. It's not going to break me. I ate out of trash cans. A paper is not equivalent to eating out of trash cans. It's not the same thing. So for me, no pressure in business. But I will say this, and please hear me, because a lot of you want to rush the process. We never planned for a business. We just wanted to change lives.
Once you make up in your mind, this is what I want, you are unstoppable. But the secret to being unstoppable is first making up your mind with complete certainty, with conviction. This is what I want, and I will do whatever it takes to bring it to life. When you have committed to do whatever it takes, you are by definition unstoppable. Because no one or nothing can stop the person that will do whatever it takes. You gotta say, no, I will not quit anymore. This time it's different. I will not settle. I am the king of the castle. Whatever obstacles come before me are only testing me to see how badly I really want my dream. I want this dream more than anything. I am committed. I am determined. I am unstoppable. The difference in people. The reason why some make it to their definition of success, but why most settle for a life they'd rather not be living. The difference is not whether one gets lucky or has less setbacks than the other. The difference is how badly one wants it. The difference is the successful one is prepared to do whatever it takes. What are you prepared to do to live your dreams? What are you prepared to go through to get to your definition of success on the other side? Are you willing to learn, to develop? If I told you your dream life is right over there, it's waiting for you. All you have to do is stick it out. Suffer a little pain. Find the answers. Sacrifice. Would you go get your dream? And why on earth are you waiting? There's only 3 words you need to carry with you. Whatever it takes. Visualize yourself at the finish line and your definition of success. And do whatever it takes to get there. Do not wait. Whatever you want. Now is the time to drop everything and take action. Project. Make that call. Do whatever it takes to make a start. Don't take no for an answer. Decide, commit, and follow through. You can do it. You will do it. Scientists estimate the chances of you being on this earth are 1 in 400 trillion. Let me repeat that. Chances of you being born on this earth, 1 in 400 trillion. When you really feel the significance of this miracle and when you understand how fragile your life is, how short even the longest human lives are, you may understand how stupid we must be for fearing to take a risk on living our dreams. Fearing to take a risk on living the life we want to live, not the life that person over there destined you to live. not the life your partner, brother, or mother thinks you should live, but the one you want to live.
Excuses sound best to the person that's making them up. Because you grew up in a household with dysfunction, drama, mental, spiritual, physical, and emotional abuse. Doesn't mean that that's the outcome of what your life, your career is destined to be. What are you going to do? I don't want you to get all emotional from this message that I'm leaving. Yeah, that's that real shit right there. 10 minutes later, 10 days later, you go back to doing the same shit. It's ghost season. If you ever see me in a Rolls Royce, a private plane, a 6 or 7-star hotel, living my life to the fullest, don't hate on me. Don't get jealous of me, because I work my ass off to get it. Everything about my life and career, I've earned it. Ain't nobody gave me shit. Nobody handed me nothing. If you want it, go get it. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Get off the pity potty. Wake your ass up. Awaken the beast inside. Get in shape. Get off the pity potty. Stop looking for the new pity committees. Running around telling everybody your sad and sob stories, trying to get people to show up to your pity parties and your pity parades. It's time to take to another level. It's game on. It's focus. It's ghost season. You got a problem with your life. You got a problem with your environment. Do something about it. Excuses sound best to the person that's making them up. Man, stop bullshit. Stop bullshit with me. Right? Stop talking. Stop bullshit. If you really got a problem with your life, you'll change it. You're not tired of being broke. You're not tired of being stuck. You're not tired of all the gun violence, drama, and dysfunction around you. You're not tired of being in an abusive relationship. You're not tired, because if you was tired, you would actually do some shit about it. Can't tell me you ain't tried. Anybody who is determined to do something, who wants something to be different, it will eventually be different. I'm tired of all of y'all sitting around. It's the community, it's the environment. I'm tired of the bullshit, man. I'm tired of the excuses. I want you to be successful. I want you to stop coming up with reasons and excuses as to why you're doing the same shit over and over and over and over. Anybody that's 20 years old and up, and if you're real mature, then you're ready to make some real grown-up decisions from the age of 17. There is a such thing as changing everything as soon as you change your mind. You're gifted, you're talented. God has much bigger plans for you in your life. Everything around you is going to change as soon as you change the things around you.
Felice. To win games, to enjoy myself, to score goals, to arrive at home and see my kids happy and say congratulations daddy, to score a goal. This is make me happy, and it's my motivation to come into the training ground, to training, to
for the games, to entertain the people, to entertain the fans, with my football, with my passion. This is who makes me happy.
Cristiano Ronaldo's recipe for success is very simple, but it's also very effective. Where does Cristiano Ronaldo find the motivation to work so hard every morning? To win 5 Ballon d'Ors, to win 5 Champions League titles, to score 40 goals per season, you need motivation and hard work. Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the most hardworking and determined players. When he won his 5th Ballon d'Or, he gave an admirable speech. I fight to be the best, and I always want to win. You have to fight to do this. My motivation is always there. When I wake up, I'm always motivated to go and train. Proof that his motivation is unshakable. What is CR7 motivated by? Money? Nope. Fame? Even less so. CR7 is an extraterrestrial who has 2 motivations: being the best and making his family proud. The Portuguese player always wanted to be the best. There it is. We told you so. His family is another source of motivation. Since Cristiano Jr.'s birth, and even more so since he started dating Georgina Rodriguez, he seems much calmer. Family has always been important to him, even when he was young. The very fact that I had to leave my family when I was 12, to live alone in a dormitory, it was very, very difficult for me. It was the worst experience of my life. I was lucky that my father was always there to help me. My family was the basis for my success. Despite his father's alcoholism and early death, Ronaldo seems indebted to his advice. His father's advice. I'm proud when I talk about him because he taught me so much. I remember I once came back from training and I said to him, "In the future, we will have a huge house and we'll be very rich." He replied that this was impossible. Today, I have everything that I promised my father, but he's not here to see it. Hard work and training and a stable personal life is the recipe and the key to Cristiano Ronaldo's success. These are 2 ingredients which have helped him consistently perform at the highest level for 15 years. An incredible feat which has inspired us and should inspire you too. Nothing is impossible, especially with hard work, commitment, and passion. Cristiano Ronaldo wouldn't disagree.